it looks like tough sledding out there, Fabs, but give us some hope. Who can we start this week?
Well, without Achane there, you got to start Raheem Mostert because it is a great matchup. You know, Mostert's the RB3 right now. I mean, it's unbelievable. No one saw that coming. The Panthers are awful. Their defense is one of the worst in the league against the run. So Mostert should be in most, if not all, lineups. And I'm going to go back to James Cook. Now, he had a bad game last week in London. He was game scripted out in the second half. That is not going to happen against the Giants. Their defense is terrible. Their offense is terrible. Their offensive line is terrible. And the Bills are going to boat rate this team, which means what? They're going to run the ball in the second half. This is a nice spot for James Cook. And by the way, the Giants have given up the 6th most fantasy points to running back so far this season.
Now, Brian Robinson disappointed a lot of us last week in a really good matchup. You say maybe time to sit him again this weekend.
Yeah, fade him if you can. Last week he got game scripted out. The matchup was really good. It just didn't happen because of the situation in the game. This week he's got Atlanta. Believe it or not, Jen, no defense in the National Football League has given up fewer fantasy points to running backs than the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, I would have never guessed that in a million years back in the preseason. So Robinson is a risk-reward flex starter, and so is Rachaad White. He's coming off a bye. He's got the Lions this week. The Lions defense is good against running backs. This is a defense that has allowed one running back to score more than 11 points against them. Just one. So this is not a good matchup for Rachaad White. Get him out of your lineups if possible.